Bilbo Swaggins here, of course, and we're just doing some normal Terraria. I figured, you know what? We've got a lot of roguelike content on the channel. Let's mix it up. Let's throw in one of my favorite games of all time, Terraria. It's actually a really fun game if you've never played it. Also super complex in a way. For a survival game, it's not like Minecraft. I mean, it's a little bit deeper than Minecraft, honestly. Maybe literally too. I mean, you go all the way down to hell. I mean, that's pretty deep. But I figured we'd start off by doing a little let's play here. And I think a challenge I'm going to set for myself in this run is, normally when I play Terraria, I use the wiki. I mean, who doesn't, honestly? But as a challenge, there's Pinky coming towards us. As a challenge, I'm not going to play with the wiki. And honestly, I think that's going to actually introduce a lot more problems than you think. Now, I put a lot of hours in this game already, so I'm fairly competent in, at least I think so. At least I think so, in playing this game. And we're just playing on expert mode. Hopefully, I don't embarrass myself too much here. But we should be fine. Now, I think we'll play this game all the way to completion, all the way to Moonlord, you know. Classic final boss. I don't think we're killing Pinky anytime soon. I could stab her all day. She just drops pink gel. It's not worth it. I think we're just going to make this a continuous let's play. You might see multiple episodes cut into each other kind of thing. And it's just going to be a long one. I mean, we're not here for, you know, a super complex, you know, thought out thing like, you know, Dead God and Isaac here. We're just beating Terraria. I would like some torches. Let's go. I don't know if I want to hop down there yet, but I want to get away from Pinky. She's being a menace to me. I'm getting bullied by all the slimes. I'm not going to lie. But how's everyone's day been? I feel like since we're going to be doing a game, I kind of have at least a decent understanding of it. I like to think. Maybe I'll talk about other things here. Maybe a more, you know, less explaining how the game works. More just talking about things. Maybe talk about current events. And not die to Pinky. Less focused on the game. To kind of mix it up from the normal content. If you guys want to, like, make suggestions on anything you want to see in this playthrough, builds, or things you want to see me get, I'm down for it. Like I said, I have a fairly competent understanding of this game. I've beaten it many times. I've beaten Calamity. I've beaten Thorium. You know, I've beaten all the kind of mods to this game. I feel like not having the wiki, though, is going to actually make it a little bit more complicated than you think. I think we're just going to head off, though. First episode, let's get a house down. Let's hopefully maybe not fall apart here. Now, since we're playing on expert mode, it is a little bit harder than, you know, just playing on normal mode. But expert mode is where you get the expert gear. So it's kind of like, to me, that's how you play the game. You can play the game however you want, though. This is a very casual game. Just like Minecraft. You don't have to do anything particular in this game. You don't have to play a certain way. It's very relaxing. It's got to be, like, literally one of my favorite games of all time. For that reason. You can do anything in this game. You can make it extremely hard for yourself. You can make it extremely easy and relaxing and just do builds. And there's a lot of complexity to the building in this game. Now, I do think there is another Terraria update coming. And maybe eventually it'll cut in through this playthrough. Which would be kind of interesting, you know? Maybe see some new content live with me. But yeah, get a nice little shack down here. Houses have to have a bench, which can be any sort of table. Like, could be a table like the crafting bench here, which is what we made. Or it can be an actual table. I mean, there's a lot of furniture in this game. And a chair. And then with that, you can set it. And he should be able to live in here. Yep. So now it is reserved for our guest here. And so he'll move in here. Sit down, maybe relax a little bit. I don't know what kind of build we'll have. But we don't have to think about that so much. Flaming arrows, let's make a couple. It'll help out a little bit. We got our first house down. Pinky is still a menace. I'm gonna make it a mission, honestly, to kill her. Because she's being a little bit antagonizing. The fire arrows are gonna clean her up a little bit, though. As long as we can hit her. So long as we can hit her. But yeah, I feel like we're making a lot of progress in a lot of our content, and the community's growing. And honestly, it's super exciting to see that. I'm hoping maybe we can attract some other people here as well. Maybe they'll be interested in seeing some survival game content where I'm not taking it as seriously and trying to like 100% a game with like 1,000 episodes. This one, I don't know how long we'll go. I guess it really depends how long it takes to beat this. I'd say a maximum probably like 40 parts. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I guess it depends how I divide these episodes up, isn't it? We finally killed her. The menace has been vanquished. So she drops pink gel. I think it's mostly decorative, right? But I'm not going to use the wiki, so we're not going to find that out, aren't we? We'll just have to ask the guide, I guess. Because he'll tell you recipes and stuff. Let's head into our first cave. This is right next to us, so I feel like it's pretty convenient. Now, this game is it's very similar to Minecraft in a lot of ways. In the sense that we are going to be going down here and slowly upgrading our gear to multiple types of different, ores. We got to go back and bring them to the base, smelt them. Now, I think we need stone to make our furnace here. We also need torches, but we don't have any torches, but that's fine. You make torches from the gel and the wood. I mean, not the wood. Where's the wood? Is it wood? I think it's wood. I always think of gel. I always have a surplus of wood on me, so I guess I don't really know. I don't really bother to remember the recipes in this game because you make everything on the left here. So, don't really have to think about it so much. Thin ore? Probably not going to be using that a lot, but that's okay. There's bosses in this game as well. If you've never played Terraria, I highly suggest you, 1, either stick around in this playthrough, or 2, play it yourself. Because this game is quite the experience. Like, I wish I could wipe my memory and play this game from scratch all over again. It's such a good game. But, alas, I don't think I could do that. I mean, I guess theoretically you could get amnesia, and then you could play the game again. That seems a little morbid in a way. Let's get a bit more wood here, because we're going to need wood. Wood and stone are going to be our kind of priority right now, but we should be able to make a furnace, I think. We have the torches, right? Yes, we do. Now, I like to keep my inventory organized in a certain way. Keep our things down here. Keep gel in the corner here. Acorns there, and then I like to put my plants down there. So seeds. Put throwables right here. Excess weapons on there. Potions there. And yeah. Now, I feel like we could actually potentially get 3 houses down and a few NPCs within the first episode here. It's quite easy to build houses, but this is going to be our main house where we're going to set up a bunch of crafting. We can build a furnace. That's going to be one of our main things here. We also need an anvil, but we need iron for that. Do we make the wood armor? We don't really have a lot of wood. I feel like we should probably keep the wood on us. We can always make metal armor. It's not like, you need anything particular here. We can break most of the ore already that's in the game with just our copper pickaxe. More ore and other stuff will spawn as we kill bosses throughout the game. So it's a game that kind of progresses you gradually and naturally. Let's make some tin bars. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with it, but we'll make some tin bars. And I think we're just going to have to get a bit more wood here. Now, I guess I'm going to have to think of conversation topics. This is also good training for me, I guess. Talking about things other than just the game. Which, as a YouTuber, I guess that's an important trait to have, isn't it? But this is going to be a very calm run. I feel like we're going to relax a little, chill. I feel like the conversation topics are going to come up a little bit more naturally as we get a little deeper into this. And yes, some of you have asked recently, do I have a green screen? I do. I upgraded to a green screen. Now, I'm trying to get the coloring on it right. So, you don't see that, black kind of shading around the edges. I feel like it's getting there. Honestly, setting up a green screen was easier than I thought it would be. I'm a little impressed with how technology has come so far. Because when I was, younger, green screens were, something I thought were, really, I guess, you needed to be very careful with how you set them up, and they had to be perfect. If they weren't perfect, you weren't gonna be able to like make it work right at all. It'd be like blurry in the background, and it'd have like messed up colors. But I didn't even de-wrinkle it. It's still got some wrinkles in it, which may be aiding to the fact that it's got some like blurry edges around there, like the darker edges. I don't know if you can see them particularly. It's kind of hard. I guess you can kind of see them. They're a little bit there. It's not very noticeable anymore because I've been working on it. How much wood do we have? 126? We're looking good on the wood. Let's get some more torches because we're going to need a lot more torches, especially if we're going to go into the cave. But we also need more gel. Gel is very important. Now, soon here as well, it's about to be nighttime. When it's nighttime, harder enemies come out. We're going to have zombies. We're going to have flying eyeballs. It's definitely not easy. Your first night in Terraria, listen, you're probably going to die quite a few times. But let's get some gel before these guys stop spawning, because slimes do not spawn when it is nighttime. Probably a good idea to have some slimes. That way we can head down into the cave. That music change, by the way, indicates it is nighttime. Some zombies and other things are going to start coming over here soon. Let's make some more arrows. We have 150 arrows. Let's make some flaming arrows. Let's make some more torches. And we should be able to head down here with that many torches. There's a lot of pots and stuff down there that basically will drop torches for us. So hopefully we get those. We also have a recall potion, which will teleport us back to the spawn point of the world. So we don't really have to worry about like climbing back up. There's an item in the game called Magic Mirror that will also work the same way as a recall potion, but infinitely. But with the recall potions, it's not going to be hard to accomplish that in the first place. Let's take the shurikens. Honestly, the shurikens can be pretty good early on. This allows us to craft rope, essentially, from vines. Not really that useful, but we have it. And then rope can also be placed like this, and you can just kind of climb up it. It's really useful for navigating caves, especially when you don't have any movement early on. We're going to grab this chest for free. And this is iron right here. Uh-oh, we do have a zombie coming. We are in the early game here, so zombies are somewhat of a threat. But we should be able to at least get an anvil down within this first episode, and potentially maybe even a second house down. We'll see. Recall potion is instant, so the second we pop it, we're just going back up immediately. We also have a living wood wand. Nice, that's good for building. So there's a lot of blocks in this game, like a lot. If you are a kind of person who likes building in Minecraft, you will absolutely love this game. But this game is also a cult classic at this point. If you haven't played it, please play it. I beg you. It is a great game. Oh, there is a dart trap right there. Uh-oh. I'm a little scared. Sir, leave me alone. Don't touch me. So there are traps and stuff in the caves. This is a good example of one that probably is going to get you pretty often. The dart trap. There's a little raised, like, object right there on the dirt. I stepped on that, and you can hear the click. And that fired the dart trap at me. There's also more deadly ones, like falling boulders, Indiana Jones style. It's very scary. There's also TNT. Things do blow up, and it gets scary. Blocks break. But we should be fine. I like to think that I'm good enough at the game that we probably won't die early on. If we do die, we won't drop all our gear or anything like that. We will just drop our money. And the enemies around us can pick up the money. It's a little annoying to lose your money because money is very important. There's a lot of NPCs in the game. You can buy things, sell things, and a lot of times you need to buy things. This game's very complicated once you like really get down to it. There's builds, there's optimal accessories on the right there. There's armors that have specific like stats, specific armors you're going to want to get to increase like your stats in a certain build. Like if you're a melee build, you obviously want to get melee armor. But it is fun. It's super fun. And like I said, this game, it gradually eases you into it. It's all very gradual. You don't have to worry about it right off the bat. Okay, so there's a trap there, and you can see above there, potentially, there is a boulder. Which would kill us. Absolutely would kill us. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We have to go back down there and get our gear. Well, that's unfortunate. We call that the normal Terraria experience. Slime bounced me into the ye old pressure plate there, and then it was all downhill from there. We're gonna have to go grab our money. Money is very useful. We already have 3 gold on us, which is kind of nice. We get like the gun merchant early on, which we're just gonna have to... I think we get ammo and a gun, which we can get down here in the caves. There will be like chest rooms and stuff down here, like little shacks. They'll have gear in us. It's pretty useful. It's where we'll also get the magic mirror, which is just the recall potion, but infinitely. It's very useful. There is like wiring and redstone in this game as well. So like, it gets a little crazy. Let's put down a fireplace here. Hold on. We need a little bit more space apparently. There we go. And let's make some wooden platforms so we can navigate a little bit better as well. Let's do this, and let's build us a platform here. Head across here. Now, I guess in terms of, you know, things I want to talk about with the channel, I feel like we're going to primarily focus on a lot of roguelike and more calm-like content as well. Like, you know, survival games like this. Minecraft. We'll do Minecraft in the future as well. And I feel like we're just going to ease into these playthroughs over time. Once, you know, we have one done, maybe we'll move into another. But in case you haven't really noticed by now, I guess to kind of describe, my kind of content style is I like to make more edited styles for games that kind of fit it more, like Noita, for example. I like to edit Noita videos to be, you know, quicker paced and just cut out, you know, moments where I'm just kind of walking in between. This is going to be an unedited style, mostly because I think Terraria is a good game where we can both kind of chill and just enjoy the game together. Isaac's a good example of a game that I feel like you can't really you could edit it down, but if you want to see the full run, which I feel like a lot of YouTubers already edit their content down in Isaac, maybe Northern Lion is a good example of someone who doesn't. I feel like the non-edited style is a bit more entertaining. You get to see how we kind of progress through the game and, you know, the journey through it. But I feel like once we do like more modded content for Isaac, things like that, I'll maybe edit them down a little bit, mostly because you want to see me play a normal run? Maybe. Let me know. I guess we could do a full runs for the mod playthroughs as well. Because we will be doing modded Isaac content here in the soon. Feel like we're actually pretty set on the iron right now, aren't we? Where's our iron? There it is, 39. We need a little bit more. But as you can see, there's a lot of ore types. We've got tin, iron, and there's actually alternative ore types based on the world. It's just random. There's also a bunch of biomes in the game. Jungle, snow biome. There's this biome called the Corruption or Crimson, depending on what you pick. And, ooh, we got a minecart track. I don't know if we're going to go down it all the way yet. Let's explore the area first. There's also another boulder trap right there. You can see it in the wall. Let's try and break it. That way we don't die to it later. There we go. It's gone. And we can just ride this. We don't have to make a little dark, though. We don't have to make, like, a minecart or anything. We just, you know, hit the button and we're on the minecart. Like I said, this is a very relaxing game. Definitely my favorite. Of the survival games, I feel like this does, you know, beat Minecraft overall. But that's just my personal opinion. You guys should let me know what your guys' favorite survival games are. Well, I am aware Minecraft is a very popular game. I would not be surprised if a lot of you guys do really, really enjoy Minecraft. I enjoy Minecraft as well. Minecraft was that game I grew up with as a kid. And I may have ran it at like 20 FPS, 30 FPS on my PC. And it was really hard to run the game. But man, was it fun. Doing like Tekkit mod packs, things like that. It was an experience, honestly. Now, I said we wouldn't go all the way down here, but we'll go down to one side. I feel like we have plenty of iron now. Let's keep grabbing a little bit more, though. The reason we need the iron is it's for the anvil, and also we could upgrade our gear to iron if we really want. We're finding a lot of gold, though. We can actually just skip the tiers. Like, gold is better than iron, and then platinum is above gold, for example. But we can actually skip all those early on, since we can kind of mine them all already. It's just a matter of finding them, really. Preferentially, I think I can skip most of the ore. But later on, we won't be able to skip the ore. You need to go in the order. You'll see as we move later on. There is a spider there. That means there is a spider nest nearby. It's probably down here. I'd say we're just going to recall back up before we lose our money. And that's exactly how that works. We just go in there. And it's no problem whatsoever.